Hi YouTube, Jarl DM here. Wanted to talk today about part 2 of On Target, which is my little tutorial about doing one-shots. And what I've noticed from running games on the Tabletop RPG One-Shot group on Facebook is that certain people's games fill up very quickly. My games are some of those games. They fill up very, very quickly. Within half an hour to an hour, most of the games that I post are full. And a couple of reasons for that, I think. So one, and I think this is the most important one, is that the idea is good, right? I have ideas that sound interesting to people. So I run Weird Adventures. I run Numenera, which is this part 2 system as well as important, right? So I run D&D 5e that's incredibly popular and everyone knows how to play it. So yeah, it's really easy to get people to join that game. Numenera, everyone wants to play it, so that fills up really quickly. And then Fate, I run a Fate Warhammer. And Warhammer is kind of a good little niche. People who like Warhammer really like it, and so those games fill up really quickly as well. So that's one of the things I would say. Pick your games carefully, decide what you want to do, and figure if there are people who are into it. I would suggest that you make a post about your game looking for interest before you actually create the event. So what I would suggest is that you make a post with an image and say, I'm looking for people to run a game. We'll do X, Y, Z. Here's what I want from the game. And people will say yes or no. And then you'll know, instead of creating an event, spending all your time waiting for people to join and they don't. That can be very disappointing. The next part is to have an eye-grabbing picture. So I always, with every event, with every post looking for people, I include an image, right? And the image is snappy. It looks nice. It's evocative of the game I'm trying to play, and I just slap some writing on top of it with a catchy title for the one shot, and that makes just an enormous amount of difference. Like the fact that I have included an image, people want things to look cool, and if you see an image and it looks cool and the font is cool and everything looks nifty, then people are much more likely to want to join in that game. So that's the one thing I would recommend, highly recommend, is to include an image with your one shots when you're posting them on Facebook. This obviously doesn't apply to everybody, but it does apply to those of you who are in the one shot group, and I think that's the majority of my subscribers at the moment anyway. I would also then say that reputation is important. So initially it's going to be hard to get your games off the ground. I would try and make friends with some people in the group, get them to play in your games, and then get that feedback, get the word out. And, you know, that's one of the reasons that my games fill up very quickly. I've run lots of games. I run a lot of games, and people have, I think, enjoyed them. And so people come back and play more games. So that's kind of not something you do straight away, but yeah, marketing is important. If you are going to be running a one-shot, yeah, those are the main things. Make sure that you pick a system that people like, or if you don't pick a system that people like, make sure you say, well, new players welcome. This will be a learning game. I'll do a character creation session, something like that, so people know that they're not intimidated to go into the game, because that's a deterring factor for a lot of people. When I create a game with Fate or Numenera, I say I'll be doing character creation here, and you know, if you want any help or anything, or I can do pre-gens, stuff like that. The most important thing, I think, is to have a welcoming atmosphere to your game. You know, let everyone know that they're more than looking to play and that you want them to play and that it's going to be a fun game. So, right, that's part 2, marketing, quick and snappy. So if you think this is good, tell me. Like, comment, subscribe. If you think it's garbage, also tell me, and I'll stop doing it. I won't. All right.